Next one, I recently find out that Mr. Chris Makepeace was a Canadian actor. Is he easy to work with him? B. Smith, Texas, USA. Well, Mr. Smith, yes, Chris Makepeace, yeah, he is a Canadian actor, and even I didn't have so much time with him because except the last scene, a couple of scenes, I didn't work with him. I was most of the time with Yuji Okamoto, fighting or doing something. So I didn't have so much time with Chris Makepeace, but he's a very good person. And even before he left Hawaii, he gave me a telephone number. If you come to Canada, give me a call. Let's have a lunch or dinner also. But he was very, very nice. After that, I went to Canada for promoting some of my movies, but I didn't bother him, because I was so busy from morning to evening, so even I didn't call him, but he's a great person. Yeah. I don't know what he's doing right now. I think he's still doing some movie or TV show. Did I answer your question, Mr. Smith? Thank you very much. Next one. Did Yuji Okamoto know any martial arts? How was his martial arts skills? S. Kawasaki, Mr. Kawasaki from Japan. Well, Mr. Okamoto, Yuji, I think he said, I remember, if I don't make a mistake, he said he took some kendo lesson when he was small. So his martial arts skill, kendo, it's okay. Yeah, maybe he's better than me. No, don't you think so? You see, Aloha Sama, you can tell. He's great. But he's a nice person to work with. But actually, besides martial art, it's okay. It's not super great, but he knows some kendo technique, bamboo stick, bamboo fighting. But besides Aloha Sama, I have a funny story. No funny, I shouldn't say funny. It's another story that Mr. Warren Chani, producer of our movie Aloha Sama, when one producer called him about, looking for for karate kids beside main road bad guys, asking Warren Chani, the producer of Karate Kid, do you know anybody? Warren said, well, he has the right person, and he recommended Yuji Okamoto to the producer of Karate Kid. And then he had a chance, Yuji had a chance, went to see Karate Kid's producer, and he got the part. But did I tell you that another story? I think I mentioned once our Instagram that I was auditioning for Karate Kid too, for Pat Morita. Did I tell you that? Do you remember that? Oh wow! Anyway, Miss Carol Jones, late Carol Jones, she was the one casting first Karate Kid. So he recommended that my agent Ray to audition for Pat Morita. That time they didn't decide Pat Morita. Well, I'm glad Mr. Pat Morita got it, because if I got the part, maybe too strong. Mr. Morita did very well, for Karate Kids, and it's not so strong, but still he has a mind, and strong mind, and as a martial artist, it's good. He doesn't know any martial art, to be honest with you. And I know who doubles for Mr. Pat Morita, Mr. late Demura, Fumio Demura. one of my instructor, karate teacher. He passed away last year. But anyway, he was the one doubling late Pat Morita. All karate movies, Karate Kid, Mr. Demura doubled. But even though the size almost same, but weight a little different, Mr. Demura telling me that when he was alive, he got a problem because he's a little chubby than Mr. Pat Morita. Pat Morita is small. Mr. Demura is a little more bigger, so very hard to do. But height about same, but the size-wise, little different. So he was laughing, so tried to shoot far away instead of closer, So that's he was saying that. But he did very well too. Mr. Demura did well, and the Pat Morita and Demura was very, very close because all 3, 4, I don't know how many Karate Kid movie, but Mr. Demura did all, double for Pat Morita. But anyway, Warren Chani recommended the producer of Karate Kid, Yuji Okumoto. That's another story. So I just let you know that. Did I answer your question? Thank you for your question. Next one. This movie, Aloha Sama, was Miss Tia Korea debut movie, and was she pretty in real? Top, Missouri, USA. Well, Tia was really pretty when she was young. I don't know right now. She must be pretty too, but she was very. How old was she that time? 17, 18, 19, around there. She was so pretty. When I see her, wow! Someday this girl is gonna be very famous because so pretty, and she had something inside her. So wow, I think she will make it. I was shocked because everybody talk about our movie stuff. Everybody was talking about Tia because she was so pretty, and I had a chance with her a couple of times after a movie. Because of that, her agent and called me, and I went to agent place and talked to about her, if any chance to use another ninja movie or not. But unfortunately, I didn't have any part for that, But anyway, she was so pretty. I just let you know that real is much prettier than on screen. So you could, guess how pretty she was. But must be late right now, 40, 50, 50, late 50 or so. So, I don't know if she's doing a movie or not, TV or at this moment, but she must be very pretty too right now. Did I answer your question, Mr. TOP and Missouri? Thank you for your question. Next one. You once mentioned to us that you met Mr. Warren Chani, the producer, for the first time, and have you done any project together beside your recent books, Yin Yang Code books? Steve J. from Texas. Thank you for your question, Steve. Yes, we had a project. It's Musashi. Do you know Musashi, a Japanese swordman? And I respect, the most respect martial art in Japan, not only in Japan, but in the world, is Musashi. But anyway, Mr. Warren Chani and myself, we wrote one story called Tears in Time. Anyway, story about Musashi comes back in nowadays. In real, in history-wise, it's real. Musashi was disappeared around 5 or 6 years, around 40 to 45 years old. About 5 years, he disappeared, and nobody knew about him. So that time, I, Mr. Warren Chani and myself, well, let's write a story about Musashi. And he comes back nowadays with all the, samurai costume and the fighter's gun. Let's do it. Tears in time, but we couldn't put together. I mean, we have a screenplay, but unfortunately, we could not make a movie out of it. I tried to raise the money for that from Japan, but I was so busy for my another project, so unfortunately, I didn't have enough time. But then, a few years ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, I was looking around Mr. Warren Chinese address and telephone number because all the phone didn't work. So I went to Screen Actors Guild and the Producers Guild and find out his agent and get number in Texas. Then I went to Houston, Texas and talked to him about my project, Yen Yang Code, the Kukai Treasure. And we made 2 books. First one was Yin Yang Code, Drums of Tenkaibo, and another one was Yin Yang Code, The Shadow of Tenkaibo. Both books, it's from Amazon. But now, those 2 books, I tried to change it a little bit and release it, but I will let you know more detail for that. But anyway, I was working with another project which didn't go through, but it's called Tears in Time with Warren Chani. It's a movie, we couldn't make together. Did I answer your question? Steve from Texas? Thank you for your question. Next one. You worked this movie with Steve Lambert, and how many movies did you work with him? Sean, I don't know last name, Oregon. Well, thank you for your question, Sean. Yes, I was working with Steve Lambert, Revenge of Ninja, Ninja 3, The Domination, and this one, the Aloha Summer. But, well, actually nothing to do with Aloha Summer because I wasn't casted first. And he was casted, as a stunt coordinator in Aloha Summer. But so I didn't know that. And after Ninja 3, I didn't, I didn't work any movie at all with him because he goes his way, I go to my way, so unfortunately we couldn't get together. But I was surprised, he was working on Aloha Summer, and I was casted. Maybe he might surprise too. But anyway, we talk, and the all action, but for the Yuji Okumoto, all action, I'm the one put together. I choreographed and how to do it, and ask Steve to double for Okumoto with helmet or those kind of, armor, a kendo armor. Yes, I did that. But everything I did, this one, move this way, that. I'm the one that, even though he was a stunt coordinator, but I am the one choreographer for my fighting, so I did.